After a tough first season, ECW is ready to rebound with season 2 as we get ready to select our keepers for our brand heading into our season 2 draft. So we have $3.5 million, and again, keepers cost less for us to resign than other superstars in the draft. So additionally, keepers you resign cannot be selected by other brands in the draft. So superstars whose morale is not high enough will not be able to be resigned. So anybody that was upset with us, we are not going to be able to bring back. So here's all of the superstars on ECW who we can bring back to the brand. So again, we have $3.5 million. We can select, it looks like 6 stars to bring back heading into the season 2 draft. All right, here we are. Here are the 6 stars. $1.3 million we are spending in total. We are going to be bringing back Gunther. We're going to bring back Charlotte Flair, Bray Wyatt, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley. We're going to also bring back Cedric Alexander as well. So those are our 6 stars. There's a few big names, obviously, we're leaving off this list. We have a lot of really good stars we built up on this roster, but the things I wasn't willing to leave was people with this high popularity. When you have Gunther at 100, Charlotte at 92, Bray Wyatt at 88, and Kevin Owens at 76, and they're level 18, 17, 18. Gunther's at level 12. Yes, Logan Paul is a superstar, but he costs so much money. I'm just not willing to bring back him for 338. So yeah, we're unfortunately going to be leaving a lot off the table here, but in return, we're still going to have a giant and a giant here that we can build some cruisers with or specialists. We have a heel fighter, a face bruiser, so that's a feud automatically that can work for us. Another heel bruiser, and a cruiserweight here. So, you know, you got some pieces here, and they're automatically going to be on the roster for the whole season, not draftable as well. Let's go ahead and select our keepers. There you see the other brands. Again, we kept a lot of people on our brand compared to SmackDown, WCW. But with what we were bringing back popularity-wise, I think it was just a must. But here we are. It's time for the Season 2 draft. Let's get into it. So here you see the draft. Everybody that's already been in, Brooks Jensen, Bronson Reed, Shayna Baszler, all have been drafted so far. We need to figure out our couple picks. So right now we have $2.1 million. We currently have 5 men's stars that are with us, 1 women's star. We need to make sure we have a solid draft. I think it would be best for us to be able to retain about $1 million heading into season 2 at least. So let's see what we can do with our first pick. In our first pick, we're going to go Randy Orton. He can work automatically with some feuds. He didn't cost too terribly much for us, and he's a superstar that can help us in a lot of areas. We're also going to bring in Liv Morgan to have some feuds with Charlotte Flair. 85 stamina, 61 popularity. We can start with that. I think we're in a good place there. And again, we're trying not to spend an insane amount of money, so we are going down a little bit here. And I think we could go ahead and get somebody that's going to be costing us less than $200,000. And you show me a guy like Trick Williams for $111,000, 89 stamina, 42 popularity. This is a guy we could work into feuds and build his stardom really early. And I think he'd be a clutch player for us at ECW. All right, and for $157,000, we're going to bring on Uncle Howdy. He is going, no, we're not. And we're going to bring on Cody Rhodes. He's 15 popularity. He's got, yes, he costs us an arm and a leg here, but I think for us, we need that type of stardom. With 81 stamina too, we can put him immediately into some feuds and it'd be really big for us. All right, so for the men's division of things, I think we're in a good spot. We have 8 stars. We have, you know, we don't have a ton of giants or cruisers, but for right now, we're okay with that. I think we got a good mix. We got a specialist in there. We've got fighters and bruisers, but we need some other women. We only have Liv Morgan and Charlotte currently. So I think it'd be really, really good for us to go ahead and find a fighter bruiser combination that's pretty cheap that we can add to this women's division. And the first one we're going to grab is Nikita Lyons. She is a face bruiser, 79 stamina, 46 popularity. We'll bring her on here and not break the bank too terribly. And for our last pick in the draft, we're going to go ahead and get, I think I'm going to go right here as Xia Li for a heel fighter, 87 stamina, 45 popularity. We'll bring her on and she can feud with Nikita. So there's the draft. There's the new roster heading into season 2. We've got some big stars and some big new additions. Really happy with what we put together here and saving a little bit of money overall. Raw has put together a solid roster in their own right here with Adam Pearce. WCW's roster is ready to go with Bischoff and company. Very interesting group of individuals, if you ask me. And SmackDown, Paul Heyman and company ready to get going, with Veer Mahan leading the way for them, really, with 100 I'm pretty sure he's got 100 popularity. So there you see the rosters heading into season 2. Let me know in the comments right now who is stacked and ready to be successful in season 2. Comment below with which brand is going to be most successful. All right, so season 2 is here. We get a special promotion card, ensuring we'll retain most of our fans in a week. So we got that. We got bad advertising. Select an opposing brand who will have a tier 1 advertising logistics during a show. And we get ready for this. So here we go. We promised to give, let's see here, I don't think we're going to worry about that. So right now, money-wise, if you're looking at it, we have $738,000 budget. We're 4th place because, again, the season challenges, again, we're getting close on a few of these, or we were last episode. So, you know, these are things we need to keep more in mind throughout our season. Complete 5 season challenges to earn a MyGM trophy. So we need to complete 5 of these to be able to get one of those trophies in order to be able to go up the ranks. You also see some of the trophies we're tracking down for Hall of Fame, fan career challenges, and revenue career challenges, all for the sake of trying to climb the leaderboard and get back to the top. Again, with the new season, we also are able to have brand new inventory for our power cards. So we get 2 Extreme Rules again, a Cactus Jack, as well as those other cards. And we just purchased a Health Spa card for recovery purposes. So, you know, we're not going to use these, I don't think, right now out the chute. I think it'll be best to use these. It says you cannot use them in week 25. So we can use Extreme Rules. I think we need to use them strategically before pay-per-views. That way we can really hurt some companies out there. Same with Cactus Jacked, which would be really, really big to use. And to kick off the new season, I am going to invest in our new arena. We're going to go from Wrestling Center to an arena, $300,000. It's going to give us a bunch of bonuses overall. We'll get increased capacity, show quality, ticket prices, and we get an ambulance match now unlocked. I'm also thinking about upgrading our tiers 2s to tier 3s as well. So shelling out a little bit of money early season to really just help with the production aspects, to give us all these elements that are going to help our show really be more stable with show consumption, show quality, and fans gained, and new match types. So we're ready for our first show heading into season 2, and here we go for the World Television Championship. Gunther versus Cedric, and Cedric Alexander kicks it off with a new title. 3.5-star match. Feud is now level 1. Randy Orton turning from a good guy. He's now a heel, where I think he does his best work, if I'm going to be honest with you. Have plans for that. We got tag team action here. We need to turn Liv Morgan heel as well for the sake of a feud. Ooh, it does terrible. 1.5 stars. That's a stinker. Cody with a promo to give him some extra popularity. Bobby Lashley, Trick Williams in a normal singles match, and Bobby with the win. And it's a 2-star level 1 feud. Main event time, Bray Wyatt KO for the ECW World title, and it is a win for Bray, a retain for Bray. 4 stars level 1 feud, so overall decent. So I'd say we had a decent night. The mid-card sucked for us. The main event and the opener were okay. But Raw, I thought, had a really, really good show. SmackDown had a solid-ish show, but Raw killed it. Right here, Brunson with the win. Gable with the win right there. WCW had a pretty solid night overall as well. So what that does for us, we gained 41,000 fans. We do get profit, but SmackDown beats us by 9,000 fans, Raw by 10,000 fans, and WCW right around the same. So not a great week for us in terms of trying to catch up. We do get 2 new cards, but we're still in last place because we trail on the Hall of Fame trophies. But one thing I do want to be better about this season is having the budget as high as possible, because the better your budget heading into PLEs, the bigger and better we can be in terms of getting fans and completing some objectives. So interesting one here. If we have at least 1 submission match this week, we'll get a network special card, meaning the fans you gain this week will increase by a large amount. So that's pretty significant. We've also promised Bobby Lashley a triple threat or a fatal 4-way against Trick Williams and Cedric Alexander this week. Taking a look at some of the available stars on the renowned level on the scouting talent, you got Braun Strowman, you got Kofi, Maxine Dupree, and Mark Coffey, all available right now. I am intrigued and potentially interested in bringing in maybe Kofi and Braun and just turning these 2 face heel. That could be an interesting combination. So I think we may try to negotiate that here. What does Braun want for the year? If we try to bring him in for the year, that's way too much money for you, Braun. You're not that good. But I am willing to go maybe 5 weeks for that deal and get Kofi a similar deal for 5 weeks. All right, so week 2, here we go. Opening match, Cody versus Randy Orton. This should be a fun one. Randy with the win, making his first big show for us there. No feud though, unfortunately. Liv Morgan going to a heel. And we go some mid-card, Nikita Lyons and Xia Li. And Xia Li with a win. And a disappointing match, but it does grow the feud. Braun turning to a heel. Now mid-card. This is our champ versus KO. Just a repeat, not for a title. 4-star. KO's hurt. That sucks. For 3 weeks. Kofi gets a pop. And Fatal 4-Way for the World Television Championship. And Gunther gets it back. A 3.5-star match. It grows the feuds for Lashley and his man. So the drama curve shows again a kind of middling show for the good guys. We had a poor finale, it says, so that's not what we want to see. Raw, very, very strong start and finish for them. They had good booking, it says. Amazing booking for Raw, excuse me, with what they had, and then good booking for WCW. So we had the weakest booking out of the 4. Not what we want to see. 36,000 fan gain. Didn't even break $100,000 profit. They beat us by 5,000 with SmackDown. Man, Raw beat us as well. WCW beat us as well. So we don't get what we want. We do get the network special, however, which is a nice card to have. So we'll take that while still trailing behind everyone. We're going to go ahead and use a bad advertising card here, and we're going to try to hurt SmackDown a little bit here, and it's going to move them down to tier 1 advertising for this week's show. Try to hurt them a little bit where we can. And we're also going to go ahead and use if this is needed. Is anybody hurting with injuries? No, we're good. All right, time to get things going for this week. Our opening match, tag team action, and the winners are Liv Morgan, Xia Li, 3 stars, nothing for their feud. Call out time, Cody calling out the Viper, and it's an excellent promo, grows their feud. Kofi versus Braun Strowman. These are our 2 newest additions. Kofi picks up the win in a tables match, a 2.5-star match. Sucked for us. Don't need that. Call out there, Bray Wyatt grows that feud to level 3. Cedric Alexander and Gunther, please do some good numbers for us. We need it. It's a win for Gunther. 3.5 stars, perfect, exactly what we needed. Another call out to grow that feud to level 2, and the main event, Bobby Lashley, Trick Williams. Trick Williams with the win. A not so good one. Wow. Not what we needed for the main event. So, drama curve here, and poor finale hurts us again. Big time. Compared to Raw, SmackDown, you see they had amazing booking for SmackDown, good booking for Raw, amazing booking for WCW. It just, man. Some things hurt us there. Should have thought about maybe switching some of these matches around, but just trying to save a couple people as well. With injuries, KO can't do anything. That hurts, and we only gained 30,000 fans. We do get profit, but the fans is what's hurting us now. They gained 44,000, 41,000, and WCW with 48,000. So again, we're still last place. In terms of fans, we're second place, which is a reassuring thing. Budget-wise, we're first place. So once those other trophies trickle in for us, we'll be in a good spot to be competitive with Paul Heyman's crew, even though we're down by 100,000 right now. And we've been hit with bad timing. Paul Heyman's being a jerk and reduced the length of one of our contracts by 1 week for a superstar. So Kofi says it's a good idea, maybe him tag teaming up with Trick Williams. That could be fun to do. Let's do it. So you and Trick as a tag team. And Triple H wants us to have a TLC match this week. If we do that, we'll get a special promo card, which could be huge. We're also going to go ahead and use our special promo card right now. That's going to make sure we get as many fans as possible retained this week. And next week's shows, the pay-per-view, we're going to use Extreme Rules against all opposing brands. Using 3 randomly selected superstars will not be able to be used. That's huge for us. Blocks them from using 3 superstar or champions, excuse me, next show, which will be our pay-per-view Backlash. And for the sake of just trying to complete some deals, we're going to sign some contracts for these people here. Even if we don't use them, I'm just buying these contracts for the sake of this right here. So it was higher right here. Big break. Get that. That's a challenge completed. We now have 2 challenges completed here, which is nice to see. Trying to complete them as much as we can naturally, and that one was just easy to do. And then we're also going to release them get some money back. So these 4 or 5 stars, however many we just signed, will now give us back their money. And with that, we get our 3rd, so we have 2 still. Okay. All right, it's the go-home show for Backlash, and we're getting it started. Cody and Randy in a TLC match for the sake of us getting that card. And it's a good opener. 3.5 stars. Nothing for the feud. Bray Wyatt calling out KO grows their feud to level 4. Tag team action here in our women's division, and the win goes to Charlotte Flair and Nikita Lyons. 2.5 stars, not great. And fatal 4-way action here. We have 1 feud already brewing, 1 we need to get started. Kofi gets the win. 3 stars. Grows the feud with him and Strowman, and we get level 4 with Lashley and Trick Williams. So that's all good on that front. Main event time. It is non-title, of course, and Gunther gets the win against Cedric Alexander. 4 stars, level 3. All right, so we had good booking, it says. Yay. Finally, we get a consistent show through and through. The popularity continuing to go up for guys like Cedric Alexander, almost at 70 now. Trick Williams almost at 60. We had Braun and Kofi growing. I'm trying to see Nikita Lyons and Xylee. We need to get them up as high as possible. Cody as well. SmackDown had good booking as well. Struggling in the mid-card, just like we did. Raw had good booking as well, struggled big time in the mid-card, and WCW had amazing booking, had a really good night through and through with their action. So we get 57,000 fans from this week. We used our fan retention, which was nice. So $57,000, that is almost 20,000 higher. It was 20,000 higher than SmackDown, higher than Raw, and we beat WCW. So we had a really good week. We get the special promo card, ensures we retain most of our fans this week. So that's huge. We also get contract negotiations 1, adding 2 weeks to a contract duration. And as you see the ratings there we are. Again, trailing behind everybody. The fans and the budget are in a good spot though overall. All right, big week. We're going to go ahead and use our network special card, and this is going to ensure we will increase a large amount of our fans gained this week for the pay-per-view. Now, one of these we're going to start moving into now. We're going to start doing Generous GM, which will be for charity promos. So we need to book 10 shows with a charity promo. Also, promote 3 superstars to a new rank is something we need to try to see if we can do as well. That's just going to be through progression. All right, we booked out ECW's WWE WrestleMania Backlash, and here we go. Again, not the fullest card in terms of our promo spots, but we're getting started here with Bobby Lashley, Trick Williams to open things up in an Extreme Rules contest. Trick Williams with a win. 4 stars, completes their feud. Charity spot for Bray Wyatt, simply for the sake of trying to get 10 cards with that on there. Tag team action this time now in our women's division, and the team of Xylee and Liv Morgan get the win. 3 stars. We get Randy versus Cody. Just a normal contest here. Randy Orton gets the win. 3.5 stars for those two. Kofi versus Braun, and also an Extreme Rules contest. Braun picks up the win. 3 stars, grows their feud. And for the World Television Championship, Gunther trying to retain against Cedric Alexander, and Cedric gets the title back, completes their feud in a 4.5 star classic. So all in all, amazing booking for the purple brand. ECW had an incredible show, completed a few different feuds, and I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see what we got done there. Man, Cedric Alexander's star is just continuing to rise. Look at that. The morale goes up, everything. We love to see it. Kofi and Braun continue to get more popular, as does Cody and Randy. Our women's division trying to get stronger and stronger. Some good stuff. Good booking from SmackDown overall as well, except for the mid-cards. Raw had amazing booking. 4.5 star opener, 4.5 main event, and a 4.5 mid-card. Killed it. And then WCW amazing booking as well. Just, man, it was really, really dense competition. We gained 181,000 fans, 114,000 profit, 181,000. That's almost 100,000 more than SmackDown. It is more than Raw. Raw we were able to beat, even though they had a bonus, and we beat WCW. So we beat everybody in the pay-per-views. That's huge for us. Again, still need to get one more of those trophies. We have the most fans, period. Ladies and gentlemen, the tide could shift in favor of ECW. Yes, right now it looks dire because it says we're last. But look at the fans, look at the budget. Once we get one of those trophies, we have propelled ourselves. We are now ready to leapfrog everyone and move into first place. It's time for trade alert time. I'm not willing to go try to trade anybody, but let's just see if there's any good deals waiting from these other people. So first from WCW, Brooks Jensen for Trick Williams, and they want me to give some money. So Brooks Jensen for Trick Williams. I mean, Brooks, he's pretty solid. He's got a good promo. He's got a level 9 established stardom. We're growing with Trick Williams more and more, but I'm just not willing to do it. Decline, sorry, Bischoff. All right, so Triple H is coming to talk to us. He says he's got an email about ad agency in the area. How do you feel about giving them a chance? They're currently charging $10,000 for 3 weeks ad campaign. The potential to gain us some new fans, but since they're new, there's always potential to lose some as well. So this is interesting. It could hurt us, it could help us. 3 weeks. I just don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk something bad happening here. And now we get to our shakeup here. So these are, one's instant, the other two are for 5 shows. So steep discount. All promos cost 75% less. If a giant superstar wins a fatal 4-way match, gain $40K, or all of your superstars gain 5 stamina instantly. The promos sound really, really nice, save us some money, but I'm all about some instant gratification there with the stamina. So everybody on the card, get some extra stamina, give you some extra R&R. We need it. I'll take it. So here we are, we're wrapping up. We're getting ready for SummerSlam and the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we need some more of these challenges, so we're trying to, again, change the role of 10 superstars with a role change promo. That's something we're going to try to maybe keep in mind and doing very, very soon. We may even do 2 of those in this next video. Use talent scouts. So we need to get a few more of these to be able to get 1 GM trophy. Also looking at the GM trophies themselves, if we gain just about 1,000 more fans, or 1 million more fans, excuse me, we will move up and get another tier and get another MyGM trophy. But you got to know those other guys are close to that too. So we got some work to do here with the season challenges in the next episode. Keep it tuned here for more. We'll catch you guys in the next one.